What does it mean to wonder? Hello there, it is I, Reincarnator. In this video I want to tell you a story. A story about how I lost my wonder, how I noticed that, and how I found it again. There is no better place to start than VRChat, since this is the place where all of my videos, or most of them, take place. 2 years ago or so, I joined VRChat and was in a constant state of wonder. I found new worlds all the time, and one where I remember that wonder very detailed was Japan Shrine. I can still remember very well how I used to hang out there very often, met people, or just explored the many temples. It also was the case that you could find people anywhere in that world. By now, you can only find them at the two mirrors anymore. It is very rare in my experience that you walk into the back gardens and see people there. From my perspective, Japan Shrine can be counted to a group of worlds which was very popular back then, but now is only rarely as full as it used to be. It showcases, in my opinion, how everyone moves on after a while. The shrine is a good example for people losing their wonder for a certain thing. An even bigger example would be Summer Solitude. Now this world was booming back in the day. 2 years ago, there were always multiple instances which were all full, and now it is almost always empty. Nobody is sitting at the mirrors or relaxing on the balcony or anything of the sorts. The wonder and therefore the world died, and people moved on. There are 3 worlds which I would consider stayed relevant all the while. The Great Pug, the Midnight Rooftop, and of course, the all-time hotspot, the Black Cat. I wanted to know only 3 things from the people of those worlds. Do you know Japan Shrine or Summer Solitude? Why do you think did those worlds die? Do you think the wonder of those worlds just ended? Those are the 3 questions which I wanted to ask trusted users to see if they remembered the worlds, and visitors to see if they even know the worlds. Most of the trusted users answered that they knew the worlds and assumed that at a certain point the groups of people and their interests just moved on. Some agreed that it was boredom, others said that the shrine, for example, is well known as a starter world and people don't come back as often as they may have done back in the day. Another one told me that he grows easily bored and moves on to different worlds. Boy, I understand that feeling. The visitors already stopped the questioning with the first inquiry. They had no idea what those worlds even are. A good example of how worlds just cease to exist, at least in the minds of new people. They never heard of it, and I was sure that if I had brought them there, they could not even have imagined how buzzing those worlds once were. Did the wonder die? Most said yes. Some said maybe a little. It is easy to get distracted or overwhelmed by VRChat after all, and sooner or later every world you enter is just that, another world, and the conditions for you to wonder are constantly rising. And that pretty much summons up the wonder of VRChat, fading and disappearing. And I hate to say this, but I too found that over the last months my wonder for the game disappeared, but not only for the game. All in all, I noticed that I grew less and less able to be in wonder of new things. But how did I notice that? Allow me to drift a bit away from my usual VR content and talk about an anime. This anime is called Mitsuboshi Colors from the year 2018, based on the manga with the same name. To give a very short summary, in a certain corner of a certain park in a certain part of Tokyo is the secret base of a justice organization called Colors. The group consists of 3 girls who attend elementary school and would patrol through that certain park day and night. Well, actually only until the evening, to keep the peace within the park. That was the official summary. To make it a bit more personal though, Mitsuboshi Colors is about the 3 girls Yui, Saki and Kotoha. These 3 elementary schoolgirls meet every afternoon in their secret hideout in the park to play. Their main play is that they protect their city, or neighborhood, from evil, as heroes. Now, this anime is by no means a magical girl anime, nor is it epic shonen fight scenes, neither real nor in the characters' minds like fantasy trips, like certain other animes. It is literally just a slice of life anime, which follows these three girls on their daily adventures and shows them through their eyes. Always staying realistic. Let me just show you this simple scene of the first episode, where we look for a stray cat which caused trouble in the neighborhood.
化け物どこだ出てこい化け猫見つからないねもしかしてそのメガネパンダみたいな猫に盗まれなかったか
おなんだことちゃんよく知ってるな
ことはゲームクリア
本当に捕まえたか
じゃあどうしようアジトに連れて帰って殺す代わりに殺し屋として育てる
It just feels so much like the stuff we did as kids. I mean, admit it, we all went out and made up games, met with our friends and just were kids. We still knew how to wander, just like the girls in this scene, for example, get intrigued by a simple "do not enter" sign. They immediately start making up a story and many fantastic theories, and in the end it just turned out that the floor was freshly painted. It was this very anime which made me notice how much I lost my wonder. I have seen it before, and when I rewatched it recently, I got the inspiration for this video. Now I'm by no means a kid anymore, and I can't blame myself for not acting like the girls in this show, but something deep inside of me realized that I may have become a bit too cold. With many things. Tragic happenings, exams, but also positive things like visits at cool occasions or meeting friends. I do not really feel that much anymore. And for the positive, I do not really wonder. Did I grow up? I would like to say no. Maybe I did though. But maybe it is also just a routine, the thought, it happens all the time, or the rational logical thinking I have now and did not have back then as a kid. Not to say that rational thinking is bad, of course, but that spirit of adventure is gone. Until very recently. Because very recently something happened. Something got finished. Preparation, so to say. For what, you may ask? Well, for one of the biggest journeys that I will ever have taken. I'm going to Japan for 2 weeks of vacation. A dream of mine and my friend Kali. We wanted to do this for 3 years now, but COVID dropped a big no on us till now. The fact that it is finally happening is something incredible. And a few days ago I started to feel something I have not felt for a long time. Adventurous. Excited. It was as if I finally remembered how to wander. I can, for the love of God, not describe this feeling. I am nervous but happy, scared, but I look forward to it. Maybe I really just needed to break out of that routine. A routine which also partially was caused by a certain virus that did not make anything else possible. Maybe, when we reach a certain age, we are not even meant to feel this way all the time. Maybe it is simply something which is a reward for ourselves when we find something we really care about. All I can say for certain is that this feeling is one which we should never completely forget. Keep it alive in your hearts and try to remember it whenever you feel like maybe you have become a bit dull. This video was made on a whim, scripted maybe, but all in all simply made to express my feelings for something that I've been thinking a lot about these past few days. The entire VRChat part was simply something I connected with the loss of wonder, and wanted to address it too. It's my channel, I can do what I want. Anyway, maybe this part real talk, part whatever else topic video was interesting to you. I sure hope so. Let me say bye then, and depart with one simple question. Do you still know how to wander?
Morning of a new day, I'm standing by the windowsill, letting rays of sunshine filter through against my will. It's a thought I can't erase, better draw it just in case, while my vision's still in place. I'll convey but there's something lacking.